Hey everybody, Gary Braun here with Pivotal Advisors, and today I'm going to be talking about a very interesting topic. It's all those questions that a sales leader would like to ask their boss, but they never do. So we're going to start with some of the most basic ones, and the first one is, what direction are we going right now? Because as CEOs and owners, I get it, I'm one. You tend to get a lot of different ideas, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and now, no, I don't like that. We're going to switch directions, and we keep moving around. Happens all the time, and you know what? I get it. Sometimes it's just an idea, and we're not even sure we want to do it, but we play it out loud, and then our sales leader thinks, do I run with this? Do I not run with this? I don't know what to do. So I'm talking to you, business owners. When you're talking about those things, we have to be really clear with our sales leaders. What's real? What's just an idea? What do we want to execute? And if we are changing directions, you got to understand that is one of the most frustrating things for a sales leader that you can do, because as soon as we get some traction on this path, you want to go that way. It's a great conversation to have with your sales leader. So make it clear what direction you want them to go. That's number one. Number two, highly related to the first one, is it okay for the sales leader to say no? There's so many times when a CEO or a business owner is going to come and go, here's what we're going to do. And if they don't agree with it, or they have other priorities, or they're working on something, the original plan maybe, is it okay for them to say no? I have polled lots of business owners, lots of CEOs, and they say, absolutely. I am so guilty of changing directions all the time. I would love it if my sales leader would step up and say no. But here's the gig. They don't know if they're allowed to. I wish more of them would step up and take more of an initiative, but the fact is they won't. You have to give them that authority. You have to give them that permission to do that. So that's number two. Number three, close related again. What level of authority does the sales leader have? Can they hire? Can they fire? Can they mess around with budgets? Can they physically relocate people? There's all different types of things that they can and can't do. And here's where I see the rub. A lot of times they'll just do it, and then the owner gets upset because they did it without asking. And on the other side, they don't do it, and the owner says, geez, why can't they make these decisions on their own? What a great conversation to have to really understand who has what authority level. That's the third one. The fourth one, I think is really important, and we don't think about it a lot, is if I'm a sales leader, I want to know from the owner, what information do you look at every day as it pertains to sales? Are you looking at opportunities? Are you looking at activity level? Are you looking at pipeline? Are you looking at just the sales numbers? What do you look at? Because most sales leaders spend a lot of time putting together a lot of stuff to give to you, and they don't even know if you look at it or not. So let's get really clear on, here's the 3 or 4 things I need from you every week, and that's what we're going to run with. So that's the next one. Here's one I hear all the time from owners. I wish my sales leader was more strategic. Well, you can anticipate the question from the sales leader. What in the world does that mean? Does that mean I am setting out a growth strategy for the company? Does that mean I'm being more strategic on deals? Does that mean you want me to bring you ideas? I bet I hear that be more strategic phrase from 75% of the CEOs out there, but nobody really defines what that means. So if that is an expectation of your sales leader, sit down and talk about what you want from them. What does more strategic mean? Next, we'll talk about, probably more personal to the sales leader, what do I need to do to move up to that next level? I'm running my team. I'm doing a good job. I want to be considered for that next level of responsibility. What do I need to do that? Now, again, as an owner, I wish my sales leader would come to me and ask that question, but a lot of them don't. Be proactive as an owner and talk to them about, here's where I see you, here's what I think you need to get better at, here's the skills I want to develop, but have that conversation. Last one I'll leave you with. I think every sales leader out there wants to know, especially if they're talking to the business owner, what's the end game here? How long are you going to be around? Are you selling this place? Are you retiring? Is this passing to a daughter or son or somebody else to run with it? They want to know, what is the end game with the business, and how do they play into that end game? Those are just a few. We hear these questions all the time. And as a business owner or a CEO, you need to be aware of what your sales leader's thinking. If you weren't able to answer any of these questions like that, then maybe you need to think about it a little bit and sit down and have some time with your sales leader to discuss these things. They come up all the time. I hope this is useful for you as you can develop a stronger relationship with your sales leader. If you want to talk more about these types of things, we would love to talk to you. Go to our website at pivotadvisors.com. Send us an email at info@pivotadvisors.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on all the social media things. We'd love to hear from you.